Hi, this is Richard Davis, President and Advisor at Team Room, War, Hope, and Growth, retired Army Green Beret, certified trauma professional with a doctorate in educational ministry. So I'm glad you're here with me today as I share short videos on all things Team Room. Hi, this is Richard Davis, and I just want to give you a quick update on Team Room. In April, we were planning to go to Ukraine, but unfortunately, we need to postpone that trip as I am still recovering from neck surgery, which I just had just about 3 weeks ago, just a little over 3 weeks ago. The recovery and the healing process is going very well, but it was a surgery that needed to have a disc replaced because it was all that wear and tear in my Army days is finally caught up with me, and it was causing some problems between my left arm and pec and all the way down into some areas of the lower extremities. So it was a very good surgery, a very needed surgery, but it is time to use this for recovery. So talking with my surgeon and going forward, and even with weight restrictions, is that I really need to take care of my body. And so we had sad news of just sharing that with our friends, because we were really looking forward to going to Ukraine, working in a new location and meeting with some new people, but also returning to see some of the ministries that have taken off with the Team Room training. So it was a saddened time to be able to send those emails out and say we're postponing this trip and just focusing on recovery. Gratefully, they were very supportive and encouraging, and they also would prefer to see the recovery take place and be a full, complete recovery, because there's a lot more opportunities to be able to go back to Ukraine and continue teaching, continue serving, and what we are providing with Team Room, War, Hope, and Growth. So as sad as it was, I was able to talk with communicate with the rector at the Kremenchuk Evangelical Seminary, who is asking for sessions with their chaplains who are getting ready to graduate and go to the front lines and serve amongst those that are fighting for Ukraine's freedom and liberty. I am preparing a document to help with when it comes to moral injuries and some of the questions that a lot of the soldiers, American and Ukrainians, face because of the battlefield and the conditions on the battlefield. And so I'm preparing that document to be able to send to them and explain a little bit more, give them more details, and also give them more examples in this document. And while the rector is very gracious that I'm taking the time to prepare that for him, it still will not be the same as being there present and being able to speak with them and sit down with them and answer questions regarding some of these lessons, in which the one that I'm preparing is one of the most photographed slides when I present this material. It's one of the most photographed slides amongst pastors and chaplains as we sit and we talk about it. So I'm going to prepare that for them. I'm going to send it to them. I'll have it translated in Ukrainian before I send it to them. So that way they can make a decision if they're going to hand it out or if they just need to wait until we're able to come back and have that in-person meeting with them. So they are very grateful, but they're also very understanding that it's time for a little recovery, which even for myself, a little bit older on there, and bodies needs to recover a little bit more before I go running out the door and taking back off overseas. We will still be doing work here in the United States. I have speaking engagement already planned up in this fall, where we're going to be teaching those that will be serving our veterans, but also will be staying to minister amongst our combat veterans. So these are just not theories that we teach and principles we teach, but these are things that I have learned personally, but also in 10 years of pastoral ministry and also through academic study, and even when it comes to my certifications as a trauma professional, is what is actually working, what is it that we as combat veterans respond to, and from spouses to combat veterans. But this is part of the educational ministry, is that we want to be able to teach those who are serving our combat veterans, our military. And that's what we're doing in Ukraine, and that's what our focus here is in the United States. We'll be going out West Coast, be able to have that discussion later on this fall, while I'm also still preparing our first workbook for Team Room. The workbook, again, is going to be for those who are focused on working with the military and their spouses when it comes to post-traumatic stress disorder and moral injury caused by combat. We'll also be discussing secondary traumatization and even about Christians going to war and entering the military. These are common questions that I get a lot, and I think it's important for those who are going to be serving and ministering among our military community to have a basic foundation. And that's why Team Room exists. Is we're an educational ministry for churches, pastors, chaplains, even seminary students or other organizations that desire to have a little bit more understanding of what it is in working with our combat veterans and the military community. So again, it's a short update. We're not making it to Ukraine in April as planned, but we are still looking forward to going hopefully later on this year. But keep following our websites at teamroom.aplos.org for those updates, and also keep following the YouTube channel for more video drops. And also just appreciate your prayers, your support. And if you have any questions about what Team Room is doing or interested in supporting what we do, take a look at the website. You can see our contact page and donation page. The contact page has an email address where you can contact me and drop me a line. You can also visit donation page where we accept donations to be able to help support what we're doing, not just here in the United States, but also overseas. So again, thank you for the time listening to this quick update. And I appreciate your prayers and the recovery as get ready to keep on going and keep moving with Team Room, War, Hope, and Growth. So take care and God bless.